Hi, Zerai. How are you doing?
I'm good, Chuck. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Hey, I have a customer who's interested in using Hyland Community and also just knowing a little bit more about some best practices. Is that something you can help with?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to help. Let me share out my screen.
Perfect, thank you.
Today I'll be talking about some great tools to use for community as far as troubleshooting. Once you're in community, you'll want to place a description of the issue that you're experiencing. For this example, we'll place receiving a missing valid ADO.NET connection string error when trying to access Unity client. Once we place the error and search community, we will be prompted with a few articles as well as the option to filter out those searches based on content, group, people, content type, blog, forum, resource file, knowledge base, technical bulletin, training course, as well as groups. Once we click on the first article that aligns with our error, we'll receive a description of the issue that's being experienced as well as a resolution that's been tested and verified by Hyland. Another great tool within Community when searching are the MRGs, which can be found by placing MRG and the version that it's needed for. You'll be prompted with the link that provides the download to access the needed versions for reference. Within Community in the Support tab under Documentation Portal, you also have an online version of the MRG where you can search based on keywords, quick filters, the platform, product, module, as well as the release version. To further break down searching within Community, this article can be found within the Help Center, which is the question mark at the top right corner. Utilizing the search can be done from an upper level search, which is global, that checks all of Community. As mentioned, you have the filters on the left-hand side to narrow down your search and make it more targeted based on the information that you are looking for. A lower level search would be within the particular module that is being used and placing keywords that align with the issue you're experiencing. In this example, we have importing keywords. Also within the Help Center, we have guides. This gives you a rundown and more description of using Community, how Community works, and how to best optimize your use within Community. We also have troubleshooting checklists, which gives a full description and guidance on troubleshooting steps to take to help narrow down and pinpoint your issue. And this also provides more information to your first line of support. Another great tool within Community is the third-party compatibility list, which can be found in the Support tab as well on the left-hand side at the very bottom. So the third-party compatibility list shows the different third-party software that are compatible with OnBase as far as when it was first supported and what it's currently supported until. Within the third-party compatibility list, you can also find Microsoft updates, which are updated on a monthly basis. These updates provide known issues, CVEs, and the correct versions that are needed, as well as addressing any vulnerabilities within your version. When using Community, you have the ability to place upgrade codes, and once you place the upgrade code within the text box and click submit, you'll receive the response code to activate your system, as well as downloading license certificates on the same page. The next thing that I'll cover are OnBase downloads, which are different components for OnBase, and there's a wide variety. These can be typically the first two recent versions. So currently we have 24.1 and 23.1. And if there are any modules that are needed for previous versions, please feel free to reach out to your first line of support and they will be able to provide those installers to you as well. Once the installers are provided, you can place the file name within the technical support secure download section where you'll receive the download file and be able to successfully install. Within Community, you also have the option to submit feedback, whether that's an issue or praise. This can be found by clicking the light bulb icon in the top right corner So you'll want to place the feedback subject, whether it's an issue or praise, whether the feedback is specific to a product or a different situation, the product line, as well as the feedback summary. So for this example, we'll say adding the ability to add logos, images to an image form. Within the feedback details box, you'll describe how the issue impacts the business process and overall organization. Explain the benefits of adding the functionality to OnBase and how it will result in a more efficient process within the software. For the proposed enhancement solution, you'll want to further explain how the enhancements functionality should work and the results that are expected if implemented. So another great tool that I'll cover, which can be found within support and selecting release notes, are Delta reports. The Delta reports contain release notes that can be exported as PDF or Excel. So you have the option to search by version or build. For this example, we'll do 24.1 through EP2. You can select the change components. For this example, we'll select all, but you can select whichever component best align with business needs prior to upgrading and click Generate Support. Once the report is generated, as mentioned, you'll have the ability to export as a PDF or as an Excel file. And the release notes just show all of the updates and changes or SCRs that have been addressed between the different versions. Lastly, I'll cover the OnBase version support lifecycle, which can be found in the support tab as well under Technical Support Wiki. This is a great resource to reference just to avoid any extended support fees, to make sure that you're in the most up-to-date supported version of OnBase, and again, avoid any fees. This is a great resource as well, just to have basic knowledge of software maintenance and how extended support works. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. If you have a question that you would like answered on an upcoming question corner, please leave a comment below.